he was actually named top 10 next generation breakout actor at Sundance in 2015. So
yes, I was. That was, I ain't gonna lie, I was surprised. I'm like, oh my God. I'm up here with
yeah,
people who I watch. Like, I was like, oh my
right,
goodness,
right. I think that was after you did the film Unexpected, right?
unexpected.
Unexpected,
Hmm.
yeah, with
Now,
Kobe
I'm not gonna
Smulders.
lie, y'all. People say so much nice stuff. I'm always like, oh, they're so sweet. I'm like, they don't really mean it. They just being nice.
Oh no. I mean, I'm
No,
humbled.
we praise credentials. We love credentials. I've heard you got 2 degrees. We heard that you have your film experience. You have the accolade from Sundance, which is a huge thing. So, we celebrate these things.
Thank you.
And for the record, I credit all black women for getting Donald Trump out of office. So
Thank you. Thank you. I think it
that's a
was.
fact.
I think we were like, enough is enough.
Yeah,
You play,
I was like,
you play a
thank
role
God
in
for
that
black
as
women.
well.
Yes,
We don't let
yes,
you
thank
show up and show out. We got to sit you down. you overly young. Oh, gonna be like, you're getting beside yourself.
Which brings up a good question. What are you going to be doing for Joe Biden's inauguration? How are you going to celebrate?
I don't really think I'm celebrating. I mean, I feel like my voting was celebrating. So it's like, at this point, I'm not really, at this point, I ain't celebrating nobody prematurely.
right.
Like, you do some stuff. Like, I'm happy you're in office, but
Mm,
now I'm like, I ain't from the show me state, but you got to show me. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Like,
right.
now he do some stuff, get some stuff passed, be out here about that action, then I'm going to celebrate. I
Well,
might take
Nikki,
me a trip, lay out on the beach in a little bikini, step me some, take a shot for him. But I'm gonna need some action first. Like you're
yeah.
not getting no premature roses.
Well, Nikki is like, the top 5 most important person in Georgia. So I know she got to finish the transition team. So she better help with some of that.
Listen, we're doing a cute, cocktails and cupcakes. And we are going to be doing a Zoom inauguration celebration. So that's what we're doing on this side.
Take some pictures and some videos.
Say that one more time.
I said, go ahead and take some pictures and some videos. Cupcakes and cocktails?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
We are celebrating that there will be a new resident at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. And then, hopefully I will earn an invite to, your turn up when the president does something that we can celebrate.
Yes. I just need, like, what you going to do in your first 150, 200? I'll give you 200 days. What you going to do in your first 200 days?
That's right. We're holding them accountable.
Man. So let's talk about Atlanta, Insecure, and Snowfall. I want to talk about Insecure and I want to talk about HBO because it seems like HBO give black creators a lot of space to create. Is that like the one place that all black creators be like, I got to get HBO. I got to get HBO. Is that like the place right there?
Well, I can't speak for all black creators, but I can say that I've always been a fan of HBO. And when I write my shows, I'm always like, I want this to be on HBO. I don't know if everybody thinks like that, but I do know, just as a creator, even if you don't get HBO, if you get a network, you gonna be happy. You're like, I done got something picked up. It's on TV. But HBO is definitely a goal. It's on my vision board. I will say also what is coming into fruition and like really stepping this game up is Netflix. Like they're giving black creators especially a platform. But HBO is nice. I like it. I mean, I feel like they know the weight that they have. And it was definitely a great experience working on there.
Right. Yeah. I mean, they're like the black kingmakers over there, man. I mean, you think about, I was telling somebody, I was like, man, you think about, they started with the Corner and then it went to the Wire. And now we like fast forward now. I mean, they've done other stuff, but fast forward now. I mean, if you haven't watched Watchmen or Lovecraft Country, I mean, those shows, I don't think those shows get made.
I'm in the process of watching Lovecraft Country, but it's good. Like,
they
don't miss.
Yeah, it's like, and they do these shows that be like, damn, boy, they is really screaming at white people right now. Like,
so what I do appreciate about HBO, they give people the opportunities, they give black people the opportunities to tell stories other than just this person is black and their life is bad.
Right.
Yeah.
Like a Lovecraft Country, I don't think another network would have picked that up.
No.
No, absolutely not.
And nobody's gonna show the Watchmen in that the iteration of that story is
Nobody is
not
going
gonna
to
be
show the
shown
Watchmen
that way.
like
Yeah. I mean, I was just like, I got your internet show, and I said that might be like the most amazing thing I think I've ever watched on television. I mean, because
Yeah.
it was just so crazy. I was like, as people's like, I hope they do another season. I said, I don't want another season. Like leave that alone. Like that's perfect. Leave that whole show alone. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, that
But
was perfect.
let's talk about Issa Rae and Insecure though. How'd that come about?
I auditioned. But I also think it was a thing of manifestation because before that I was watching somebody put me on the Misadventures of the Aqua Black Girl. So I was watching it and I was just when I heard that it was getting made into a series, I was like manifesting it, speaking it into existence. And
Right.
then my reps got me an audition for it. I originally auditioned for the role of Molly, which I knew I was like, okay, just realistic. I'm a realist. Like I don't standing next to Issa Rae, I don't look like I would be her best friend. I look like I might be her little cousin or something.
Right.
So, but I went in, I did what it was supposed to do. I got a call back, and I know that they were rooting for me, and it was just to give me the exposure. I knew I wasn't going to book it, which I'm okay with.
Right.
So then they called me back in for the role of Tasha the Bank Teller. I was like, from reading the description, like physically, I don't look like how they want this character to look.
Right.
But I'm still gonna go in. I'm still gonna give my best.
Mhm.
They liked me. And I think it was more like, okay, we like her. She didn't work out for these roles. We got to figure out where we can fit her in it. So that's when they brought me in for Rashida. And I just felt like from the moment I walked in, it was destined. It's so crazy. It was when I auditioned for Rashida that day, like my boyfriend literally, my ex, had broke up with me at like 5 a.m.
No.
Girl, yeah. And we had been together for like maybe 4 years, 5 years. Like 5 it was so crazy. So I get to set, and it was through iMessage, which I mean, it's so crazy. It's literally so crazy. But like now, I can look back and be like, you know what? It's life.
Right.
But I got there. I was like crying all day. Got myself together. Went to the audition. I think my audition might have been like who knows in the morning, so probably like 11 or 10 or something. Got to I think it was on Sony Pictures lot. At the gate where they let you in, they were like, "Oh no, your name's not on here." And see, so much, my heart was so heavy from the breakup that I just started crying. The security guy was like, "Oh," I got my wrist. I was like, "They said I'm not on the list," and so they were like, "Okay, we'll call you right back." I was crying. The guy was like, "You could just go in."
He made an exception.
Like he was like, ain't no way she trying this hard and she not on the list. She got to be on the list. So he let me in, but it's like, you know how it's already an underlying thing going on. So that was what I was just like, I can't take nothing else. I'm not in a position to where I can receive any no, any argument, any nothing. That's not for me. So I was crying. So I get to my car or whatever. I get to the parking garage, I go in, I park, and then I walk to the thing. I like got myself together. I had my heels in my hands. I had on like some flip flops. I think I had my hair like wrapped up because I had braids at the time. My stuff was all over. But I was like, I'm going to go in. I'm sitting in the writing room and get myself together. I opened the door and everybody, Issa Rae, Prentice, Melina Matukis, all of them were, and Vicky Thomas, they were out in the waiting room. Like, I guess they were on lunch break or something. So I walked in like a deer in headlights and I was like, oh shit. And I walked back down. And I'm like, what the fuck is everybody doing in the waiting room? So I walk back out, I take my scarf off, I try to put my shoes on, my heels on, put my flip flops in my purse, get my headshot and my resume together, and try to go back in. And then like I walk back in and nobody's in there. I'm like, hold on. I'm like, this thing's getting weirder and weirder. Like, so I think they just like loved me from that moment. And then I went in and I killed it, and it was so amazing being a part of something because I was season 1. Being a part of something in a startup year where everybody's like unsure, everybody's just trying to do their best. They don't know if they're gonna get a season 2. They're just like, we want to make something great. So I felt like I was also creating something great with them on the ground level because even with my character, they weren't really sure where they wanted Rashida to go, how they wanted Rashida to come off, we did a bunch of takes, like
Right.
a bunch of takes differently because they were like, okay, now you're so great. Let's try it this way. Let's try it this way. Oh, what about? So we were creating together because I
Mm.
also got to put some of my own spin on it and myself say, okay, I'm gonna try it this way, or I want to try it this way.
Right.
And it was just great. Like it was great. I know they originally like they weren't sure. They left it open because originally my character got fired and they said it. They cut
Mm.
that dialogue because they weren't sure if they was gonna bring. They just wanted to keep it where like we
Yeah,
don't
open
know if we
ended.
want to bring her back or not.
Mm.
Even with the thing that made it so epic with like the Best Buy shirt at the end with Lawrence leaving and him smashing the bank teller. They weren't even gonna put that in this season. They were gonna put it for season 2, and they were like, "We don't know if we're gonna get a season 2, so let's just put it
Right.
all in there."
Right.
And then it like kind of blew up on Twitter, and so everything was so amazing being on the ground floor with something like when a show first starts up and seeing it grow and being able to collaborate with the creators and the director at the time.
Mm. That's crazy. You jump off the screen in that scene too, because that's what I was telling
Thank
somebody
you.
about it. I was like, I wanted more. And another part of it, that situation is funny because I'm the black person at my job that they send to go talk to the other black people.
Yeah, it's so realistic.
It was
I'm
It
like,
very
literally mirrored
realistic.
life. Everybody was like, "Oh my God, I'm Rashida," or "Oh my God, I'm Molly."
yeah, yeah.
So in your line of work, Gail, tell us because you basically were code switching, right? You were playing yourself as Rashida. You were playing a character that was secure in herself, knowing who she was, sticking to her convictions, and being able to be who you are, right? In your
Correct.
everyday life between auditions and just being in the industry as a whole, how often do you find yourself having to code switch or having to
So
be
I'm
different than
probably Rashida, but I'm probably not Rashida in the workplace. But I don't code switch. What I'll do is with me, and this is just with everybody, not like, oh, it's white people around. If I don't know, like, I deal with people, I allow people to see so much of me. So it's like
Mm.
my immediate family, my family, my close friends, they know 100% of Gail, as opposed to some people who I mean, they may only know 50% of me. They only may get me at 50%. So I'm not switching. I'm just
Yeah.
not giving them all of me.
Right.
So it's still true to who I am, but I don't know you enough or yet to even know if you deserve me at 100%. Because
Right.
not everybody can take all of me. So it's like I may give you 10%.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I may not be the. I'm gonna be respectful at every level, but I may not be like super bubbly bright. I'm always gonna be bubbly actually, but I may not like tell you all my business, or I
yeah.
may not like be asking all of yours or giving advice on all different types of situations. But I'm still going to authentically be myself. Like
Mm.
I'm not gonna switch, but I may not give you all of me. Some people give me
Mm.
at 10%. It's like I'm here for work, and we don't got to be friends.
Right.
I'm gonna be respectful. Let's just get the job done. I don't gotta talk to you and tell you certain things. Like let's just be here, get our work done, and did it. Like you've had people where when you're in school, they may be your friend in that classroom, but you don't hang out with them outside of that class. So I mean, I feel like that's how I operate just in the world. Period.
Mm.
Makes
Okay.
sense.
So, what about? Let's go to Atlanta. Love that
Hmm.
show. And I know you're from Atlanta, so I guess that was another one of those like manifestations. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, tell me about that show. How you get on that show?
Again, I auditioned. This was my second time auditioning for Atlanta because I had originally auditioned for one role. I didn't book it, and then it came back around.
Right.
So I was just really grateful because I've never, it was my first professional project in Atlanta, television film. Um, so it was very dear to my heart and it was for the city. It's my favorite show on TV.
Yeah.
I auditioned, self tape. And this is another thing I tell people, uh, how you are. Like, you have to be, your reputation is very important. So how you are on set or just in any space, you got to be pleasant to be around. My
Right.
director from Unexpected actually happened to be really good friends with the director from Atlanta, the one who directed our
Oh,
episode.
right, right.
Her name Chris Swanberg, the director from the episode of Amy Seismic. Chris hit me up after my audition and was like, hey, I recommended you for a role in Atlanta. My friend is the director. She said your audition was the only one she liked. She loved. Don't say nothing. Now, immediately, I'm going to say, okay, cool, I'm not going to say nothing. But immediately, I screenshot that and sent it to my manager, like, yo, check up on this. Like, sorry, I got to put these clothes in the dryer.
Oh, no, you're good.
So, that is because, too, it's just like, I feel like a lot of my work comes from, yes, I audition, and if they feel I'm good, great, I'm happy. But for the most part, it's like, okay, this person came recommended by someone I trust. This person will be pleasant to be around. This person is going to deliver. They're not going to bring no bad vibes to the set, like whatever, whatever. So that came about from just auditioning and then getting that recommendation from Chris. Because I guess Amy asked Chris about me because they see your resume. She saw it was an Unexpected. And the rest is history. All God.
That's crazy.
And
That's
that's why I
crazy.
say too with currency, you gotta when I book a project, it's not always about the money, it's about the currency, but currency is not always monetary because um Unexpected was not a big payout, but it was a big payout. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it gave me exposure, it went to Sundance, it gave me the Hollywood Reporter, I got my manager from that, I got Atlanta from that, I have,
Mhm.
a lifelong relationship from that.
Like,
That's how Atlanta came about. And they
that's
are amazing over there. Like they deserve all the Emmys, all the awards because they are amazing, both on camera and behind camera. Like their energy, their vibes, like their creativity. They're not bougie. They're not like, oh, I'm so sorry, y'all. I have
oh no,
to
you
get
good.
this laundry done before I leave here. They're not. They're just good people, and they
So
they really do deserve all of their wins.
they are like that is one of the most, in my opinion, one of the most talented casts on TV. It's like especially talking about young up and coming black creators to me. I mean, they are like it's some really good talent on that show. Like crazy
I
talent on
agree.
that show.
I agree. Whole ensemble.
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah,
I
they're
agree.
crazy. Nikki, you got another question?